Okay, welcome to Unit 9, Portable Circular Saw. Some people call them skill saws, some just call them circular saws, but they're portable nonetheless. Okay, I don't think I need to say this again, but I'll say it anyway. If you don't have notes, stop the video, go get a set of notes. Alright, let's begin. Safety glasses again. Wear your safety glasses, goggles, or a face shield. Okay? Circular saws do create a lot of wood dust that flies everywhere. That just doesn't go just one direction. Make sure you cover these things up. Number 2, when it comes to the circular saw, you always have to ask my permission. I keep it locked up in the back room back here just because a lot of people say they know how to use a circular saw. They don't. They'll start using a circular saw using one-handed. Every circular saw I've ever seen or ever used have two handles. There's a knob on the front of the saw and a handle on the back, so you have both hands on that thing, so you keep it under control. Let's move on. We'll talk about that more later. Number 3, use the tools only when I'm in the lab. We've discussed this one a million times. We don't need to discuss it anymore. Don't wear loose clothing. Talked about that one too. Remove all your jewelry. I don't care. Take it off. You can look handsome or pretty later. 7, the saw must be kept sharp and in good condition. Make sure it's got a good blade on it. When you try to use a circular saw with a dull blade, you're going to create smoke. You're going to do all sorts of damage to your project, and it will take you 10 times longer to get it done. Stop and get a new blade on it and make things right. Which kind of actually leads into number 8. With a dull blade, in order for it to work, you're going to have to overload the machine. You're going to have to push that saw into that wood to make it cut, and you're going to damage the machine. Don't overload or force the tool. Number 9. Never use around water or moisture. Electricity, folks. Think about it. You know, I've been hit by lightning indirectly twice in one day. It hurts. Take my word for it. I'll tell you that story some other time when we have the time. Where are we? Number 11. Check the cords. Circular saws get moved everywhere. The cords get drug around. Every time you get the saw out, check the cord. Seriously, it only takes a few seconds. All right? Make sure it's in good working condition. Number 14, keep the power cord out of the way of the tool. If you're cutting across a board, don't have the power cord laying out here in front of it. You're going to cut across it. I saw a video where a guy was talking about shop safety, and this guy's going on and on and on, and he wasn't paying attention, and he literally cut his own power cord live on television. You think he flopped around on the floor for a moment? He had to sit down. He couldn't finish the show. Somebody else had to. His arms hurt so bad afterwards. I'll try to find a clip on that someday and show it to you. Check the switch before you plug it in. Click the switch on the saw to make sure it hasn't been locked in the on position. A student was telling me he witnessed an accident just this summer. A guy was using a grinder. It was locked in the on position. He had it hanging from his tool belt. He reached up, plugged it in, and literally cut through his leg. They had to rush him to the emergency room, surgery and everything, because it cut deep into his leg. Probably was out of work, may still be out of work because of it. Make sure that switch is released before it happens. 15. Always disconnect the tool before you make any adjustments or changes. On a circular saw, that means unplug it. Make sure you can have that thing unplugged before you change the blade, change the cut depth, whatever you're going to be doing. Because there's not much safety features. There's a guard around the blade. But if you're working on the blade or something, that guard may be moved back out of the way so you can replace the blade, make adjustments, whatever. Make sure it is unplugged. Which leads into 16. When you disconnect the power tool, pull the plug. Don't grab the cord and yank. Yes, we're all guilty of it, and you've gotten away with it 100 times, but it only takes one to get you shocked or worse. Pull the plug. When you're working with a circular saw, fasten the work down. Get some clamps, clamp it down. Avoid trying to hold that thing with one hand and running the circular saw with another. I just told you in a few rules up, you keep both hands on that circular saw. And if you got one holding the work down, you can't do that. Clamp it down. Make sure it's in a good place where you can cut. 18. Hold the tool firmly. Grab a hold of it. Circular saws, when they turn on, they can actually kick, especially some of those big ones, those big worm gear drives. When you pull the trigger, they will try to kick you even just standing out there in the air before you even get down. They'll try to take control of you. Keep a hold of it. Get a good grip on that thing. Have a firm grip on it. 19. Wait until the machine comes up to full speed before you cut. If you've got a piece of material there and you've got the saw setting right there and you pull the trigger and try to move into it, you're going to bog the machine down. You're going to overheat the motor. You're going to burn up the saw. You may burn up the blade. Lots of serious things can happen. Okay? Let it come up to full speed so you can do your job correctly. 19. We're back to the Cinderella Act or Ballerina Act. Don't overreach. Keep your balance. Keep both feet on the floor. If you can't reach the other side safely without keeping your feet on the floor, you need to shut the saw off, move around to another position where you can reach over and grab hold of the saw again, and finish the cut. But don't sit there and try to swan dive that thing trying to make the cut. 21. When you're done with the saw and you let go of the switch and it's outside the material, don't set it down immediately. If you set it down and that guard has it closed, that blade's still spinning. That thing will dance all over the place. And, the least it can do is damage your project. The worst it can do is damage you. And we care less about the project. That can be replaced. We don't want you getting hurt. Let it come to a complete stop before you set it down. 22. Power tools require your full attention. Don't let somebody distract you. Don't sit there and horse around and be jamming to your music in your earbuds that you're not supposed to be wearing in my class anyway. All right? Pay attention to what's going on. The instant you lose your attention or you stop paying attention to what you're doing, that's when things happen. And that's when you get hurt. All right? Pay attention. Teachers say that a lot, don't they? Okay. That's portable circular saw or circular saws. If you have any questions, you know where I'm at. Come see me. Read all the rules before you take the test. Limit the number of times that you have to retest. Do it 1, maybe 2 tries. Okay? See you.